Well, a fascinating day of cricket. Almost 300 runs scored, 15 wickets were taken, setting the tone for an exciting final day play between India and England. India finishing the fourth day at 39, having lost Rohit Sharma. India still needs 381 runs, and England needs to capture 9 wickets for victory. We're joined by sports editor Rohit Mahajan.
Hi, Rohit.
Rohit, again, first question: draw or England wins?
Yeah, you know what? I would place, if I were a betting man, I would place some bets on England right now.
Right.
The ball is turning, and it's a final fifth day wicket, and to survive 3 sessions and 90 odd overs, it would be very difficult. If I were a betting man, I would place some bets on England, as I said. But I'm hopeful that India would be able to bat through the whole day. It's not really turning that much. I don't know how it would happen out, how it will pan out tomorrow. But I am hopeful that with the likes of Pujara, Rahane, Kohli, and of course Gill being there, these players, I am hopeful that India would be able to salvage a draw from the situation.
Okay, the track is spinning. There is uneven bounce, but it's not a minefield as such.
Yeah, it's not a minefield. It's not a typical fifth day wicket. It's probably more like a second day wicket. If you compare it to a usual India turner,
Right.
it's probably a second day wicket.
Right.
It's not a fourth or fifth day wicket. So there are no demons on the pitch. I think India would fancy their chances of pulling off a draw. But then again, there's pressure on them to save this match. There will be fielders all around the wicket, and the first half again will be crucial tomorrow. Jofra Archer has shown that he's got the pace to take the pitch out of the equation, as he did in the first innings when he took out Rohit Sharma. So but I am still, as I said, hopeful that India would be able to escape with a draw here.
Okay, the 15 odd overs which were played when India were put in back, Shubman Gill seems quite balanced. I mean, he seems to be quite confident. Do you think he will play an important role tomorrow if India were to salvage a draw?
Yeah, I mean, all batsmen have to play their part if they have to escape. I don't think that one batsman is going to play through the day.
Right.
I think that's very unlikely on a fifth day pitch. But yes, he will be crucial, and all the others. Pujara will be very crucial, Rahane and the rest as well, and the team as well. Sundar again has shown that he's a very fine batsman with a good temperament and all the strokes as well. And Ashwin again showed that he can hang out in the middle. So I think everybody will need to play the part. Gill being as he's there, being the opener, and he looked very confident. And Rohit Sharma, unfortunately, again he was the first wicket to fall, as we've seen so often.
Rohit Sharma has been at the receiving end of your fury for quite some time now. Again, you were...
Nothing personal against Rohit Sharma.
But again, I mean, today he got out to a good delivery.
Yeah.
But, given the fact that he hit Archer for a 6, he kept on attacking them, seemed to be in a one-day mode. I mean, is test match now a little bit out of limits for Rohit Sharma, or you still think it's one of those matches?
Yeah, they probably will give him a few more opportunities. He's a senior guy. When Kohli was absent in Australia, and when he came back into the team, he was made the vice captain. Right. So that gives us some idea about the hierarchy in which they've placed Rohit Sharma. Right. And he's got an amazing talent. Personally, I actually believe that over the last 20 years, he's among the most talented Indian batsmen who have emerged. I place him in terms of pure talent, along with Sehwag and Yuvraj and maybe Kohli. I personally, in terms of pure talent, rank him higher than Kohli. And now we have Gill also of a similar class. Right. So then again, his temperament, I have doubts about his temperament for playing test match cricket. You talk about the 6 he hit. He's an instinctive hooker and a puller. Right. So yeah, he did that, but maybe that's exactly what he needs to work on. That you need to curb your most attacking shots in such situations, and then maybe get comfortable on the wicket and play yourself in, and then try to play your shots later, like maybe Root did. So I wouldn't say it's curtain for him. I think they will give him a few more opportunities. Personally, I feel that he's got very comfortable in terms of his priorities now. He played with an injury in the IPL, and which actually spoiled the balance of the team. He aggravated that injury by playing in the IPL with the injury.
Right.
And that affected the team balance in the initial part of the tour of Australia. So I'm not sure if his priorities lie with India. He's going to be 38, 34 soon. I think in April. He probably figured out that his India days are not really going to last very long.
Also, talking about Washington Sundar, brilliant batting, 80 odd runs. He's carried on his form from where he left in Australia. But having said that, he hasn't really been able to establish himself as a good spinner. So does it go against him when it comes to longevity in Indian cricket team? I mean, you need a perfect all-rounder. He emerges to be a good batsman, but bowling he's really not done well.
But you see that he's played only 2 test matches. He's a very young guy. He's 21. And spinners generally mature a bit late. So it would be too harsh to judge him on the basis of what happened in the first innings. Because it was not a turner. It was a very tough pitch to bat on, as all the Indian bowlers found out. So the toss was very important. They won the toss, and the conditions were very difficult for the bowlers.
But he has established as a good batsman. I mean, it's a very rock solid batsman.
Yeah. In fact, he started out as a batsman in his initial days. So he's got proper technique. He plays the front foot drive to the offside very well. He pulls the ball well. He has got very fine technique and temperament. So I think he's got a good long-term future with India. How good how successful is he as a spinner, we'll obviously see. But he's still young. Spinners mature a bit late.
Also about Ashwin. I mean, he got 6 wickets today. Exceptional bowling, or it was something to do with the track?
Something also primarily to do with the fact that they were attacking. And they wanted to score as many runs as possible in as few overs as possible. So all those factors, I mean, the ball was also, he bowled well. The ball also, the wicket also was more helpful. But these 3 factors played a part in him taking 6 wickets.
Nadeem could have been a disappointment, I think.
Yeah, Nadeem, you know what? He's been playing first-class cricket for 15 odd years. I would have expected him to be a little more effective in conditions in which he's bowled for 15 years. Maybe he was nervous. Maybe England didn't allow him to bowl well, especially in the first innings. But he would be disappointed. He was not the first choice. I don't know how it works on a player. He was not the first choice player, first choice left-arm spinner in the team. He probably got to know maybe in the evening before or the morning of the match. So all these things may also matter, but I'm not sure if he's a long-term prospect for India now. He's 31, I think. I'm not sure about his long-term prospects for India.
Also, looking at tomorrow, again, as you mentioned, all the batsmen will have to chip in. But what about Chiteshwar Pujara? I mean, he's still there. I mean, he's known to carry on and on and on, utilize those sessions. Do you think he will be a crucial?
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Everybody will be crucial, but he might be the guy around whom the innings would be built and around whom all the other batsmen would bat, which has happened in the past as well. I think he has probably the best defensive technique on this kind of a wicket. I'm not sure about Kohli's defensive technique, for instance. But we can be very confident about Pujara's defensive technique and his temperament as well. And he has the ability and the mental fortitude to bat for 3 sessions, 4 sessions, 5 sessions. He can bat for 2 days, and that obviously requires a lot of physical strength as well and stamina to last for 2 days. In Chennai, where it's humid and hot, but more than that, it's about the mind, which I think Rohit also needs to figure out that it's about the mind. He needs to bat longer, and for that you need to play different kinds of shots and not play some shots which are low percentage. You can get a 6, but you also could get out. So as Pujara says, that he might prefer to just get singles and keep on scoring in last 2 days and just get his runs by singles or an occasional 4. Though we've seen here that he has been more attacking in the first innings as well.
Okay. And lastly, Rohit, what according to you could be the strategy India should adopt tomorrow? Go and defense you, or try to take it to the opponents?
Yeah, you know what?
Or it's going to be a very difficult balance.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult. But I think they should be positive.
Right.
If they get defensive in their mind, that just might play into their hands of the English bowlers and fielders. They probably would need to play the ball on its merit, as the cliche goes, play according to the situation and play shots on balls which deserve to be hit, and then play with respect to balls which deserve to be respected. I think that would be they cannot really go about thinking about the target, which is massive, but they also cannot fear that we need to save this match. They need to be realistic about playing the ball on merit.
Thank you so much, Rohit. So there you have, India needs to be very positive when it goes out to bat on the final day. They still have 9 wickets, though a huge task, 381 runs still required with 9 wickets, and with the track turning, that would seem to be quite an uphill task. But nonetheless, a positive attitude as they have shown in down under in Australia, where they chased over 300 runs. Here, now it remains to be seen whether they'll be able to save this match on the final day in Chennai. We'll provide you all the updates. You can log on to our website, TribuneIndia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.